Hello, hello, hi, hi, folks. Welcome. Happy Friday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. Welcome. Good to see you. I was on the couch reading and taking some notes. I was listening to Ray's some of his stuff for coaching, and I was kicking on the couch, taking notes and reading, and I really didn't want to get up and go to the office and do the live there. So the live is going to be right here on the couch. So I'm a big fan of the circus. I don't know about you guys, but I think what those guys and what those gals do, all acts, just incredible. Like the acrobatics, the just all the acts. I'm a huge fan, and especially big fan of Circus du Soleil. If you've never seen their stuff, I think they have a new act coming out this soon. I don't know when this. I want to say summer, but PK, what is up? How are you, my man? So, yeah, I'm a big fan of the circus, and there's a lot of takeaways when you look at the circus and all the actors and the actresses, right? There's so many takeaways. But there's one in particular that I don't think most people pay enough attention to. You know what I mean? And I don't know if when I bring it out, you're like, oh yeah, for sure, I know that, right? But it's not one thing that we really pay attention to, and it does change between. It's probably one of the only things. Probably one of the very few things in a circus and an act that it actually changes somewhat from practice to the actual show. What was that? I don't know what that was. So, what is that, right? So, like I said, I'm a huge fan. So when they practice, especially these acrobats that are doing stuff in midair that defying the rules of gravity, those guys, those guys, when they're practicing, they have something in place. They have a safety net under them. Now, and that changes from practice to the real show, because it wouldn't be a real show if there was a safety net, right? It wouldn't be as exhilarating. It wouldn't be as exciting, right? The whole point is that these guys are so confident in their acts that they do it without, that safety net. However, in the practice, when they're going all out and they're trying all these new tricks and they're doing all kinds of stuff, in practice, these guys will have a safety net. Now, that's important. That's a very important thing to notice, and most people kind of brush that off, right? You see the safety net, great. Some of these guys, when you see their practices, just look at some of the practices that these guys do behind the scenes. It's just incredible, right? But these guys have the safety net in practice, and the real show, it's gone, right? So why have it there in the first place? This is a very huge point, that if you apply this in your earthly life, like on Earth, this is a game changer. This is a game changer. Okay. So you got a safety net, and then you come to the real show, you got no safety net, right? Well, what happens in between? It's the same act, same people, a whole different stage, much more pressure. But how is it now they don't have that net? They have that safety net in practice for one reason and one reason only. Can you guess what that is? I bet you know what it is. I bet 100%, not even 99, that you actually know the answer to this. They have that safety net in place for one reason and one reason at all. And that reason is just in case. Just in case. Just in case somebody slips. Just in case somebody falls. Just in case they're going to the extreme, and this is a practice, and they miss. They have that safety net in place just in case. It's like a plan B. Think of it as a side hustle, a side gig. They have it on the side just to make sure, just in case something goes wrong, it's there to catch them. Are you catching this? Are you? So what happens when the safety net goes away in the real show? See, that whole side gig, side hustle, and your main gig, main hustle, what have you, it all becomes one. That's all it becomes. You don't need the safety net anymore because you are confident in what you got building. How insane is that? Right? Isn't that crazy? Because when you come to the real show, not everybody can perform on the real show, can they? No. I wouldn't be able to do it. I'd die. That first act, I wouldn't know what to do with myself, right? A couple of guys from the office are doing March Madness, right? And you guys know I digress. March Madness. And I'm going to admit something, and probably a lot of you guys are going to laugh at me, but that's okay. I didn't even know what that was. I was like, what is that? And he's all like, yeah, you got to, get the app, sign in, and create an account, and then pick the teams. I'm like, pick the teams? What teams? Like, can you speak English to me? Like, I wouldn't even know what to do, right? I would have no idea. Same thing here. Not everybody can get on that stage. I wouldn't know what to do. I'd kill myself. Doing something stupid that I don't know what to do, right? Now, maybe could I do some acts if I practice and put some time in and get some good coaching? Could I? Yeah, I could. I could improve. I could maybe get on that stage one day if I really commit, right? And so many of us treat opportunities like that, except that we don't even see it as a safety net. We think that we're all good and we don't even need a safety net. We don't need a plan B. I'm making enough on my job. I'm good. I talked to some guy today. He had refinanced his mortgage 4 months ago. And he was saving about $1,000 a month. Just about $1,000. I could save him another extra $850 a month. And he said, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm saving 1,000 and I'm good. So I had to pause for a second and I asked them, I said, let me ask you a question. So you're telling me that if somebody were to send you $850 a month, every month, for the rest of your life, even if you die, your wife will get that. You're going to say, no, you're good, just because 4 months ago you were able to drop your payments for $1,000? Really? I mean, that was a serious question. I really asked him that question. And he said, yeah. I was like, this is somebody who doesn't understand the importance of that safety net, right? Especially when he's telling me his wife has multiple sclerosis and is bedridden and is in constant pain. And he is the sole caretaker of her, and she would pass if he weren't around. Now the scenario changes a little bit, right? For me, it did, because I didn't know that all that stuff. I was like, okay, wow. But for him, no. Because at the end, with all that stuff, he said, no, I'm good. I saved 1,000, so I'm good. I can afford the rest. That's somebody who doesn't understand or appreciate the importance of having a safety net. See, you have car insurance, and you may be one of those very few that have had multiple accidents, right? But most everybody haven't had that many accidents. So it's not like you call the insurance company and get money from them all the time, right? From all these premiums that you pay, that we pay, right? No. But if I were to tell you, hey, you know what, you've been driving for 20, 30 years, you've had like 1 accident, 2 accidents, and not that big of a deal, I think you should cancel your car insurance. Well, first you can because it's the law, but let's say if it weren't the law, you wouldn't. You'd laugh at me. You'd say, Sean, why would I do that? And I'd say, well, because you just told me you've been driving for 30, 40 years, and you've used it twice. So why wouldn't you cancel it? And your response would be what? It's a safety net. It's just in case scenario. It's for the time that I just in case get into an accident, and then it's going to come in handy. So it's worth paying for it for 30 years, 20 years, 40 years for that just in case. How do you think your life would improve if you saw everything else that way? As an opportunity to create that safety net, to have that just in case protection. How would your life be different, improve, if you saw it that way? If you treated opportunities like an actual opportunity, not like a bag of crap. Truthfully. You treat an opportunity like a bag of crap, and then you sit there, pray for an opportunity. Do you kind of get do you get that? Like I said, you may be in a very good position. You got your spouse making money, you making money, everything's wonderful, great, yeah. But remember the other night we talked about division. Have you caught division? Can you help somebody else out, you know, and that's the ticket. Can you be the reason for somebody to have a safety net in their life? Can you be that reason? That just in case they fall, there's something there to catch them. Can you be that reason for them? Maybe you're already on the final show. Maybe you're already on the final stage. You're not thinking safety net. But can you be the reason for somebody else having one? Imagine that feeling. Imagine how that would feel. That you help somebody create a safety net in their lives. And if and when they fall, the safety net you helped create is going to catch them. How amazing would that feel? Would you look at opportunities a whole different way if that were the case? I think you would. I think you would. I'm asking you to do that, you know? I'm asking you to do that. I'm asking you to pause, right? And take a look around and see who can you create this for, or maybe for yourself, you know? Why not? Why not? I hope you got some love, some inspiration from this live. I appreciate you guys. Hopefully you got some love, you know what I mean? Some good love and inspiration, some value from it. Maybe I laid it on a little thick, but I am a firm believer of that safety net, especially with just my job and my whatever you want to call it, side hustle, side gig, plan B, plan whatever you call it, right? With my entrepreneurship side, let's call it sexy, right? Whatever that may be. But I'm all about that safety net. I see how important it is. Dude, we just lived through 2 years of you never guessing that a 2-year-old walking into a supermarket would have to wear a mask over her face. What? If I told you that 2 years ago, you'd call the cops on me. You'd be like, dude, you're nuts. But we went through that. Just in case you don't remember, that was just a couple, yeah. Did you have a safety net? Most people did not. Some people made it big through this. Some people, not so good. I did a live on this right in the beginning of the pandemic. And I mentioned these thoughts, you know? And here we are. And that's the truth. So, safety net. It's important, right? Kind of important. You never know. You never know. It's nice to have that. It would be nice, you know? And so, hopefully you got some love. I haven't really talked about my side gig or what I do after work and all that stuff for a long time. Actually, I don't think I've ever really promoted anything like that, I don't think I've ever promoted. Well, that's all going to change, folks. You know what? If you have a product or a service that's going to help change people's lives, maybe help them, isn't that what I preach? I mean, anyway, if you're not comfortable buying it, if you're not comfortable looking at my lives, listen, you don't have to. You know what I mean? but I would be doing myself and everybody else a disservice if I don't share that with everyone. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? And you got to be the same way, not in a pushy way. And Ray talks about this stuff all the time because you got to market your products and services. How the heck would people know what you do? If you're a hairdresser, do you not tell people that you cut hair? Like, why would you get upset at somebody like me if I'm promoting a product? You cut hair, you tell everybody you cut hair. Why would I get upset? You sell homes. I'm pretty sure you tell everybody you sell homes, right? You do nails. I'm pretty sure people know you do nails. You sell cars. You don't live in a closet and not tell anybody. People know you sell cars. Why? Because you promote your freaking service and products. Duh, right? Some people will buy it, some people won't buy it. You live your life, they live their life. Life goes on. I haven't been doing that. So I'm going to. You know what I mean? Man, almost done. Well, almost done with the 2 t-shirt sites. And man, I am so excited for these to come out. I can't even wait. The new designs are gonna blow your mind away, honestly. It's just gonna be incredible. But yeah, so I'm gonna promote. Some of you will like, some of you won't. Totally cool, you know. But I want you to catch this. I'm about to build something huge. That's all. Maybe you want in, maybe you don't. Sometimes you don't even have to know what it is. You catch the vision with the person. That's all I gotta tell you. Maybe your blood gets kind of flowing, you know, and just gets kind of excited. Hit me up. Let me know. I'll share the info. You know, that's what we do. That's what we gotta do. Gotta change lives, man. Impact more lives. Anyway, hopefully you guys got some love. I did not want to talk this long tonight. Hopefully you guys got some love. When I freestyle, this is what happens. See what I mean? I digress. I like to talk, and I haven't been talking good for a while. So anyway, hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value. Drop your thoughts below. Hey, if you want to lock arms with me, or if forget about that, if you just want information on what the heck it is that I'm doing or how I'm doing it with a full-time job and everything else, then hit me up. Just send me a text, send me a chat. My cell phone number's on my profile, for crying out loud. Just get in touch with me. You know what I mean? Hopefully, we'll talk. Let's see what happens. And remember, hey, this may not be for you, but it may be for somebody you know. If you share, you show that you care. Until tomorrow, where we do it all over again. Much love.